Okay, continuing. February 25th, 7:01 p.m., Tuesday. Call to order. I have regrets from trustee Abby Humby. And we have with us on the Zoom, Michelle, Vice Chair Tomaszewski. And we also have regrets, good point, regrets from Superintendent Angel Bartlett. Okay, good. Treaty land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 and that we reside in the traditional territory of the Nisichawayasi Cree Nation. The school district of Mystery Lake is located in the community of Thompson in the province of Manitoba. Manitoba is located on the traditional ancestral lands of the Nihito Innu Cree, Denisulin Dene, Métis Inuit, Anishinaabe, Oji Cree, Anishinaabe Ojibwe, and Dakota Oyata Dakota nations. The school district of Mystery Lake remains committed to honoring treaties in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. We are all treaty people. Can I have someone move that we have the approval for the agenda for tonight? Trustee Young, seconded by Trustee Sharker. All those in favor? Vice Chair? Aye. Okay, ayes have it. Carried. Adoption of the minutes. We have before us the minutes from February 11th, 2025. Eh? After three tries. Can I have someone move that we accept the minutes from last meeting? Vice Chair Nichols Saw, seconded by? What?
Trustee.
What did I say?
Vice Chair. Sorry.
It's been a long day. Trustee Nichols Saw, sorry about that. Seconded by?
Sounds like I'm being replaced.
Yep, sorry Michelle. I get my Michelle's cross-listed. That's what happens when you start your first Zoom meeting at 8:30 in the morning. Can I have a seconder for this motion? Trustee Young, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, the ayes have it. Delegations and presentations, none. 7, business from previous board meeting, closed door session. The questions for the session of the convention are required no later than February 28th, which is this Friday. As part of the MSBA advocacy efforts, the session with the province will have questions submitted from the provincial school boards. The recommendations that we have in front of us that the Board of Trustees submit the following question for the March 2025 closed door session being held during convention. Full colon. Now we've had this on the agenda for the last 2 meetings and we've been ruminating. Does anybody have a question? Not one has come to my mind. Oh, yes.
Kelly not brought up a question in finance that she wanted to go to this.
Yes.
We're struggling with the receiving the financial information in a timely manner from the province to be able to prepare properly for public consultation. So I guess the question would be, when we receive late submissions, will there be delay or deadline extensions? Or will they follow previous dates? For example, our in-year funding adjustment, we used to receive the 3rd week of December. We received it yesterday.
And
So-
twice, didn't you see?
Well, no. So then our budget, we receive our budget file generally the 3rd week of January.
Mm-hmm.
We received it Friday afternoon at 4:30,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 revisions to that file on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to go public on Thursday.
Yeah. So I suspect you folks talked about it at the finance committee, did you? Yeah.
And that's, I mean, now we're at the 11th hour before we're just starting to look at our budget. So it's really straining
Okay.
proper consultation.
Okay. Did you guys talk about what a resolution would look like? How you want to frame
No, I
that?
didn't think it would be here, but it's relevant.
I mean, it's a good question, and I'm sure if we don't ask it, one of our colleagues down south, I'm sure all the finance secretaries are saying to their chairs of the boards right now, we didn't get the information soon enough. So Kelly, you
So with the recent delays, of financial information sharing.
From the province.
Will the department commit to deadlines from previous years? And we provide them what the deadlines were, December and beginning of January.
Yes.
We should make an amendment to the dates, right?
Well, if we got our in-year adjustment in December, that gives us time to go into January budgeting session.
Yeah.
And if we got our budget file the second or third week of January, we would have the opportunity through the month of February to go through committee of the whole and look at different initiatives.
Yeah.
Having it Friday night,
Yes.
there's not even opportunity for
Yeah.
senior administration to have conversations.
So let's say, will the province commit to having the reports out to divisions in a timely manner, consistent with past practice, i.e. December? That would be more suitable.
I know that things were sitting, they were tied up with the passing of Minister Altamar, so
Right.
I don't know if this is a one-off, but it's certainly.
Last year, they were starting to send multiple files and stuff too. I'm not sure there's been a large change in the
Yes.
department, and I
Mhm.
think a lot of expertise and experience
Yeah.
has passed.
Yeah, well, it's a valid question, and,
Mhm.
and at least it's on their radar that it's a concern. I mean, if it is because of such reasons, they can communicate that.
So we were given a posted timeline this year of all the expectations from department, districts, and then when these things are due. And maybe that's something that they can do is provide that timeline for,
For us
Yeah.
to plan.
yeah.
So that's the recommendation.
Okay.
Will the department commit
To providing a timeline.
Will the department commit to providing timelines of financial information consistent with previous year's practice?
Yes.
Consistent with previous
With previous
past
years'
practice.
past practice. Past practice and previous years.
Isn't that a double thing though?
Yeah.
Isn't it previous year's past practice?
In previous years' past practice. In previous years' past practice.
Just previous years?
Right, sure.
Either or.
Either or.
Okay.
Okay, so we have before us a recommendation that the Board of Trustees submit the following question for the March 2025 closed door session being held during convention. In that,
Will the department commit to providing timelines consistent for providing timelines of financial information consistent with previous years?
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Trustee Anderson, is that in keeping with what you thought?
Yeah.
That's good. Can I have someone so move that we accept this recommendation? Trustee Sharker, seconded by Trustee Anderson. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vice Chair? Aye. Okay, ayes have it. Okay, aye. Carried.
Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, well, yeah, we can discuss. Do you have something else?
yes, I'm wondering like, I think government declared the R.D. Parker as a community school
Yes.
designate, so
Yeah.
I think without any consultation with the board or the respective boards, so do you need any extra, like the requirements to fulfill, like in terms of teacher, staff, or the organizational?
That falls under programming, so. I actually have this in my, I can give you an update on that. But that is designated, they look at the top 50 schools in the province. There are some criteria that fits with that, and R.D. Parker was also, fit that criteria. So it is the second high school in the province to receive a community school designation. R.B. Russell is the first.
Wow. Where's Artie Russell?
R.B. Russell is in the inner city. It's a beautiful school with really great programming. I've actually asked Jeff to, when he goes down, to make an appointment to go and have a visit. Like, it's a win-win for us to have a community school at R.D. Parker.
Are we asking a question at the convention?
We need anything extra other than this, like.
It'll go. I just.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll speak to it in a few minutes.
I guess I'm just saying. Do we need to question the minister about this? No, I think we're good. Yeah.
Was there not an item that you had brought up previous that you had a concern about that we were talking? I was trying to look up in the minutes, but we don't have it there.
There's something from in-camera.
We have a motion from
No.
Something that I've mentioned for the.
Yeah, there was something that you had kind of brought up in passing, and then we were going to discuss, but I can't remember what it is.
So much stuff comes out of my mouth. I don't even know anymore.
There's an item from in camera that should be brought forward to the convention. Can't talk about it right now, it's in camera.
Okay. Well, let's hold that.
Oh, not from previous in camera, from future in camera. Okay. Well, we can always add it afterwards.
It won't be a provincial question.
It won't be
You
a
have to
provincial.
do it at convention.
Oh, you have to do it on the floor. Okay. Well, if you can think about what it was. Oh, was it about EAs? No.
No, that's
No, that was not it. Was it about? I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm sure it was.
it'll come.
Agenda number 7, and are you talking about 7?
No.
Okay.
It might-
It'll come. Now you have me thinking. Okay, item number 9. Any other ideas before we go on? I mean, we can always return to it. We have until the 28th, so. Item number 9, Superintendent of Educational Services and Programming Report.
I've submitted my report. Just a couple of highlights here. So January's attendance, 4 out of 7 schools reached the 80% and above, which is up from the 3 out of 7 of January 2024. Year-to-date transfers in 353 students, transfers out 275 students. Nutrition data has been submitted to the province. It was due last week. So to date, 6 out of 7 schools serve an average of 810 students breakfast. 4 out of 7 schools provide an average of 570 lunches daily. And 5 out of 7 schools provide 1,091 students with a snack. So the nutrition has been a welcome addition to most, but it has required some planning and accommodation at the school level. The program will continue to grow over the coming years. I've also provided a statement to the province for their use that they wanted to use in the session. So it's there. Update on the continuous improvement plan. So I met with the department folks. We had Ron Sugden here. He's the continuous improvement lead. We had Jackie Connell, who is the ADM for the Indigenous Excellence department. And then we had Renee DeQueer, who is with French Immersion. The discussion was around planning and reporting. I shared our cascade, our government works that the district uses. I shared that it's been a work in progress, but that it's meeting our needs, and they were quite impressed with the way that we're using that tiered approach to planning from district to the school level. Then in the afternoon that day, I met with Jonathan Taves, who is the ED for the Manitoba Rural Learning Consortium, and he was here to discuss next year's professional development opportunities. We will continue with our literacy programs. There's 2 different programs. And then we have 5 different numeracy groups, which Kelly spoke to some of them tonight at our education and programming meeting. We will continue with the trauma-informed schools. Right now we have half of our administrators are taking that, but we've recognized that it's, we need to get some teachers taking that course for next year. And then framework for school leadership will continue next year because half of the administrators are taking it now, and we'll flip, and the other half will take it next year. So to date, we have about 50 plus staff who are enrolled this year in the Manitoba Rural Learning Consortium, which it really does provide us with really valuable professional development, and it makes it cost efficient. It does cost us some dollars in subs, but the province also provides dollars to the MRLC so that we're able to access the professional development within that. Manitoba Rural Learning Consortium for many years was only a southern consortium. The north was added. This is our third year. So we work in conjunction with Flin Flon and Kelsey. And yeah, those two. The recent funding announcements, Artie Parker will become a community school. So this will be our 4th community school here in Thompson. As you're aware, we added 2 new schools in the previous years. We added Burntwood and Juniper. And then Wapanek. Wapanek was the very first community school in the province. It started out as a pilot. So I'm really pleased with that announcement. It's going to help out with our students and our parents who are not necessarily engaged in the education system. So yeah, I've asked our principal to have a visit at RB Russell just to look at the programming. They have fantastic programming at RB Russell. So I wanted him to go down and get some of that information. We haven't received the official funding, but when I spoke with the department, they told us that the funding will be equivalent to what we're receiving for our other schools, which is $80,000 we get per school to provide staff for that. So 60%, $60,000 of that goes to staff, and then that allows us $20,000 for programming. So yeah, that'll be a little bit of work getting it up and going, but it's a welcome challenge for sure. And yeah, that's. Oh, the other interesting thing is I've been invited to a meeting. I had to send in some questions around harvested wild meat in schools. So I'm meeting with the department Thursday to have that discussion, because we do have harvested meat in our schools. So we just want to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Is that a safety thing or?
Yeah, we'll have some other departments there, not just education.
You're right.
Yeah. So
Excellent. Any questions for the superintendent?
Thank you, Lord. So I think all of our school have the school meal program right now. All of our 7 schools have the school meal program right now. School meal program. Sorry.
the school. Oh yeah. Yeah. All of our schools. We only have 1 school that's not providing lunches, but that was logistics, right? Just with everything that went on, and we weren't able to get the kitchens that we needed. So hopefully over the summer we'll get the proper kitchens in place, and then we can continue on. I can only see the program growing. And I wish I would have brought the other numbers. Like last year, the numbers that were submitted were very minimal compared to what we're serving now. So
Is the anticipation from the government for the next few years that the funding stays the same, or do they intend to increase it or decrease it?
it will stay the same.
It will stay the
Because
same.
our concern was,
It's sustained, like it's going to continue.
and it's split up into supplies. It's
Right.
65% of the dollars have to be spent on food.
Yes.
So
So that ratio is not changing.
No, we're good. So we've only been able to buy some of the equipment, but the money will be there for us to continue building on what we
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like you got the funding for the infrastructure. That's it.
No,
No.
we got a slight increase this year. Next
Okay.
year, $8,000 more.
Okay. Okay. So we can remedy some of those issues. Sure.
It will, for sure.
Absolutely.
We ran out of time, and other things happened this year that.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Well, it was summer was pretty crazy.
Mhm.
August went sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, super. Thank you so much. Item number 10, Secretary Treasurer's Report.
Circulated in your packages was the check register for the month of January. Expenditures for the month, accounts payable were processed of $2,799,005.80. Included in that amount is payroll-related items of $1,933,736.25. Teacher payroll of $2,257,174.23, as well as support payroll of $1,263,129.39. At this time, I bring forward the recommendation that the expenditures for January 2025 in the amount of $6,319,309.42 be approved.
Folks, we have before us the recommendation that the expenditures for January 2025 in the amount of $6,319,309.42 be approved. Can I have someone move that we so do? Trustee Young, seconded by Trustee Sharkert. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Ayes have it. Carried. We good? Okay, 10.3, reminder.
Year-to-date expenditures.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Year-to-date expenditures for February 20th, 2025. We are just over halfway through the school year at 56.48%. Our expenditures year-to-date are 53.6%, so we're still tracking well within our budget. Our total expense year-to-date, $26,919,370. I've also circulated our financial dashboard. Undesignated operating surplus remains at $1,670,208. We received our in-year funding adjustment on Monday, and there's no adjustments required at this time to our plan. We were within $100,000 of our provincial estimate, so things are still going well for that. And we have our breakfast programs miscellaneous funds of $181,852 from various donors and groups. We've spent 40% of that to date at $72,857.
Super. Any questions? Okay, hearing none. Yep, go ahead.
For the breakfast or snack program, so we can see like right now is our school year is 60% is gone for the school year. So we spent 40% and the nutrition grant we used 28%. So are there any reason why we cannot keep up to date for the, or we start the program after the school program?
A little bit of time to get up and running starting in September, and we got into it pretty late. Staffing is a bit of an issue. It didn't come on board right at the beginning as planned. I don't see us getting through all of that this year. What will happen is we usually approach to see for a carry forward and then apply it through next year too.
Is this we have to return this?
We may have to, we have to ask permission to
Yeah.
carry it forward. If it's unspent, sometimes we do have to. With this program continuing on into next year and still requiring, we have a lot of our renovations, as Superintendent Henderson mentioned, that haven't been completed yet because we had to shift gears for the Westwood relocation, which has delayed some of our deliverables for the equipment that was planned. So I believe we'll be able to write some exceptions to why we are underspent and get permission to carry it forward to continue spending for next year without interfering in next year's funds.
And we'll have some summer programming with some food services. Yeah.
Beautiful.
10.3, take an intermission and we will do an advertisement plug for the folks at home. Reminder, 2025-26 budget presentation is February 27th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the school board office. Come out and have any questions and listen to the presentation. We'll be glad to have you on Thursday night. Paul, bring your friends. The two of them. The people on the Facebook are thinking, who's this Paul guy they keep on talking to? It's a camera. Item number 11, new business. 11.1, board meeting absence. As outlined in procedural bylaw section 3, meetings of the board, item 10, Trustee Sharker is requesting authorization to be absent from the regular board meetings for March 25th, 2025, April 15th, 2025, and April 29th, 2025, 3 consecutive meetings in a row to attend to personal matters. The recommendation before us is that Trustee Sharker be granted approval to be absent from the regular board meetings scheduled for March 25th, April 15th, and April 29th to attend to personal matters. Can I have someone so move this recommendation for tonight? Okay, we have the vice chair move, seconded by Trustee Young. Anybody want to contest? No, MD, you can't go. No. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Ayes have it. Have a safe trip, my friend. Yeah. Correspondence, Manitoba School Boards Association. We have in front of you a number of things for information. We have roundtable sessions at convention announcements for your perusal. That's more for MD and myself. For information 25, resolutions and special business. The resolutions and special business are there for your perusal. Those resolutions, again, are regarding the conference in March. We have the e-bulletin there in front of us for February 5th. You can read at your own leisure. And we have the bulletin for February 19th. I'm just looking quick. On the February 5th is the announcement for the new minister. So we have before us on February 5th just a shout out to the new Minister of Education. On behalf of all school boards in Manitoba, MSBA would like to extend a warm welcome to Minister Tracy Schmidt, our new Minister of Education, Early Childhood Learning. Our ongoing partnership serves our students and schools well, and we look forward to achieving great things by continuing to build a lasting legacy together in the future. So we welcome warmly the Minister to the new portfolio, and we extend, I think I can extend on behalf of my colleagues, a warm invitation to come visit the North at your earliest convenience and continue the good work from the previous Minister, Altima. Item number 13, committee reports. 13.1, Policy Committee.
We just met since last board meeting. Our next meeting is scheduled on March 24th.
13.2, Education and Programming Committee. We just met. Is it too early?
I think the request is to have the minutes available at the next meeting.
Okay. Meetings, minutes tabled for the next meeting. 13.3, Public Relations Committee.
We haven't met. We will when Angela returns.
Okay. 13.4, is it too soon yet, or? No, you okay? Okay.
We met prior to our meeting tonight. We had a review of some employee bank time requests. We were reported that the budgeting is reported ahead of planning, which is good. We received a request from Kitty's Northern, and a motion will be brought to the board as per what their request is. We've also received the letter from our landlord in our off-campus site asking for an amendment to the lease, and we're reaching out to find that amendment so that we can bring that to the board for discussion. We reviewed some insurance updates on the personal property and contents for Westwood School. We did a bit of a preliminary budget presentation that we looked at before the Thursday, the 27th at 6 p.m. public budget presentation. Sorry. We also had there's some news that the provincial government's also announcing another large amount of money in the nutrition funding program to the district, so that will be carrying on in the future. And our next meeting will be March 11th.
Super. 13.5, other committees. Do we have any other committees to report? I don't think so.
Just that the bargaining committee, we were just waiting for Superintendent Bartlett to get back so that we can
begin that process.
begin that process.
Okay,
And get on that as soon as she gets back. So
okay, super.
City liaison is March 13th.
City liaison, March 13th. Okay. Is that, we go to them, is that it? Or, yeah,
This time.
this time, yeah. Okay. Super. Trustee comments, 14. We'll start with trustee Anderson.
The boys and girls curling teams went to provincials in Beausejour. Unfortunately, neither team advanced out of their round robins, but they did awesome. So congratulations on going. Thank you to Constable Rob Cleveland for taking time out of your day and going to Wampanoag to read grades 1 and 2 books for I Love to Read Month. And SDML staff versus students hockey game was well attended, but I couldn't stay for the final score, so I don't even know who won, which is really sad.
There we go.
What? 4?
For the teachers.
Oh. Okay, well, the students didn't win. But they put in a really good effort. Deadline to register for Festival of Arts is March 1st. And again, the public budget presentation is Thursday, February 27th, 6 p.m. in the school board, or in this office, or boardroom at the school district. And 4 days ago, we celebrated the 100th day of school for the school year. That's all I got.
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Shout out to our got the bronze for provincial. First time U15 had provincials in northern Manitoba. So that happened over the weekend. So shout out to them. Good work. And thank you to all the volunteers and everybody that helped out with this. I thought it was an awesome weekend. So yeah, I'm good.
So for the other committees, so I already submitted my conflict of interest for the negotiation committee. So this is for my official announcement that I'm no longer in this committee until the situation changes.
Okay. Chairperson report, I have nothing to report except for I think I'm going to advertise the Festival de Voyageurs, École Riverside, 3rd to the 12th of March. There is an itinerary. I'm guessing you could probably see it at the Riverside École website. Yeah, on the Facebook. So come out and support the school with their activities. And I'm looking forward to convention in 3 weeks. That'll be a good visit. Always nice to go and visit down south and visit colleagues and talk about public education in the province.
Vice Chair.
Oh, Vice Chair. Sorry, Vice Chair. You're in the internet cloud, so I forgot. Go ahead. Do you have any comments?
I have nothing to report.
Okay. Questions from the public? Kathy? The public has no question.
Not tonight, maybe Thursday.
Oh, you're saving. Oh, I see that. Okay. Well, we love to have you. Thank you for coming out. Can I have someone move that we move into camera second session? Trustee Nichols saw, seconded by, I saw Trustee Young's hand first. All those in favor? Vice Chair?
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it. Okay, folks, in camera, second session.